Hey folks, Jimmy here, aka Palette of the Dead. Welcome back to the channel and welcome to another Warhammer news video. Now, with all these videos, if you like them, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and drop a comment down below. I love hearing back from you guys, and this is the type of stuff I want to hear your opinions on. So, without further ado, as you may know, Warhammer Fest Online started today. Going across all the way through to Saturday with different instalments happening each day. So today we had Age of Sigmar, tomorrow we have Warhammer 40k, Wednesday is Black Library, Thursday is Box Games, and then more 40k on Friday, and then an unknown thing happening on Saturday, which could be pretty cool. Some very, very good stuff that is coming out, and we'll just get started on it, shall we? So, if you've been following Age of Sigmar, of course, you'll know about Broken Realms. So the Broken Realms are kind of like these four, essentially, kind of top-up books, kind of leading into probably the next generation of Age of Sigmar. So when they do go past the Soul Wars and they go into other bits and pieces, the Broken Realms are there to kind of help break it up and provide more story in there and everything like that. So we've already had Be'lakor not long ago, and we had Teclis before that as well, and we've also had Morathi as well. I almost said Slash, but it was Morathi. Really, really cool books. This one is the fourth one that's going to be coming out, and one that was kind of hinted at but not really discussed properly, which is Kragnos. So Kragnos is this creature that you can see on the front of the book here. So he's kind of, he looks a bit like Kernothi, but he is not Kernothi. Before we even go any further in that, he is definitely not associated to the elves. He looks kind of Beastman, but he is not a Beastman. And yeah, very, very interesting character itself. A bit of a deity that has been reborn, and well, re-released, should I say, into the mortal realms. Once locked away under a mountain by the other gods, who knew the fact he was very, very powerful and would happily try to smash all of them and fight all of them no matter what. Loves a brawl, and yeah, not only that though, there is a new model for him, which is fantastic. He's a really, really nice sculpt, pretty big chap, as you can see. Very, very cool. Horns look absolutely bestial and very, very interesting indeed. That mace he's carrying is awesome as well. There's a lot of fine detail on there and a lot of pretty kind of chunky detail, and it just looks like he's made for pure brute, hitting everything that he can. And that shield is very, very cool. So with this Kragnos, he is respected and worshipped by the forces of destruction. So whether you're an orc player, whether you play as goblins or anything like that, or if you play as even gargants, you can utilise Kragnos in your army. Very, very interesting character, a lot of backstory behind him, including the fact that he fought Gorkamorka and broke Gorkamorka's tooth on that shield, which is pretty damn cool. Yeah, a very nice one, a very nice model, very different as well, and very, very stepping into high fantasy, very quite heavily with this guy, and even dark fantasy as well, which is pretty damn cool. Yeah, quite impressed with this model. It's a good one. Of course, that's not the only thing they've announced today, and that is because they also revealed more vampires. So I had a feeling this would be happening, especially with the image that could be kind of gleaned from the contents page of the next issue of White Dwarf. And yeah, we've seen a few vampires, but we've not seen everything. So the new vampires, we have Lauka Vey, the Mother of Nightmares. This absolutely huge vampire is part of the Vengori dynasty, and she is twisted. She rears up high over the battlefield, splendour and horror of her form representing the darkly irresistible nature of soul-blight gravelords. and pretty much a centipede style model as well. Very, very interesting, having that kind of semi-zombie dragon, Vargskier, vampire kind of creation. Very unusual, highly cool though. I must admit, very, very nice looking unit, but very, very different. So, a bit of an interesting one. That model also has a second option, so it can actually just be built into a Vengorian Lord, which is this male version that is kind of like stepping up and got the sword raised, sword held high instead, which is also pretty damn cool and is very nice looking as well. Yeah, so if you are going to go for the Soulblight Gravelords, 2 of that box set will not do you too badly, because you can have 1 of each. Very cool looking units as well. But of course, some bloodlines from these Soulblight Gravelords are completely different and very animalistic in terms of, say, like the Vycross dynasty, which we've already seen some of, which was of course Radakar the Wolf in Curse City. Now, talking of Radakar the Wolf, you may, if you've played through all of Curse City, you may think that he has died. However, he has not. He is transformed into Radakar the Beast. So, going for a bit more of a lupine form, with the wolf legs and being more bestial and claw-like, and having lost some of his stature but gained a lot of height out of it, he is now even more exaggerated and now known as the Beast, and has more of an animalistic rage, biding his time, prowling Shyish and plotting revenge over those who tried to kill him. And he is now completely corrupted, and he has retained his animal cunning, lust for power and thirst for blood, and of course that lovely wolf pelt, which is still looking very, very good, and a little bit smaller now on him, on his now massive form, which is pretty cool. The model itself is actually really, really nice looking, very, very impressive. I must admit, it looks lovely. I can't see a fault with it. I really like it. It's a really, really cool looking form. But of course, Radakar's not the only Vycross who exists, and that is Belladama Volga, the first of the Vycross. And she herself has some lupine features. So not only is she riding on a wolf and has another wolf that is there by her side, but she also has these cool wolf-like feet that are hiding away under her dress, and she is kind of ageless in a way. They don't actually know how old she is. So indeterminable age. The model itself is a fantastic looking model, still retaining that look that Radakar the Wolf had as well, with that headdress that looks very, very Kislev-like as well, which is pretty cool. And yeah, very, very nice addition, and definitely one I must admit I'll be picking it up. And to go with them, of course, and to go with any undead army, is the Dire Wolves. So the Dire Wolves have been created, recast and everything like that. So Dire Wolves have been around in Warhammer for a long, long, long time, and now they've been reimagined, reinvented. They look nastier than ever. They look completely zombified and absolutely nuts. I must admit, I love them. I think they're brilliant. They look great. They look better than the original ones did. Same with like the Fell Bats as well. They look better than the originals. These guys look absolutely fantastic. Definitely worth picking up if you're going to go for a Soulblight Gravelords army. Yeah, I can't say a bad word about them because I like them. I really like them. They look like really good boys, in all honesty. But that's it. So they also did a reveal of a new Age of Sigmar game for phones. I'm not interested in it personally. It doesn't look like my type of thing. But yeah, a lot of good stuff coming to good old Warhammer Age of Sigmar. So, what are your thoughts on it? Let me know in the comments down below. check back tomorrow as well. I'll do another update video for Warhammer 40k, and yeah, thank you very much for watching, and I'll catch you tomorrow. Bye bye now.